The reason why I'm here today is because I actually have a great uncle who was in World War II. His name was Charles Ryman. If you went to Purdue University and you love basketball, you would know him as Duke Ryman. He actually was one of the first people who got started the basketball there at Purdue. His love for sports was really good, and he was actually able to get one started. I know, I'm trying. Sorry, he likes to interrupt me sometimes. I kind of stumble because I can't remember stuff. Oh, okay, now I remember. See, they have this thing in heaven, it's called the white cloud. And when you forget anything, you just reach up and you can get everything back that you wanted. Did you know that? That's kind of cool. Hi, come on over. I'm just sitting here chit-chatting about my uncle who was in World War II. His name was Duke Ryman. Once he graduated, see, they got me all flustered now. Hold on just a second. I got to get my composure back because, you know, in heaven we don't have any rules. We can just do whatever we want. We don't get to do whatever we want. I'm a little busy, God. I love you too. Thanks. He sure does. He talk to you all that much? He talks to me more here on earth than when I am up there in heaven. Oh, he says that's because you guys need to be talked to a lot more here.
Do dogs go to heaven?
All dogs go to heaven.
Absolutely, they do. They have their own little section. And so when we want to go play, we can go and we can throw balls, except they're cloud balls. We just reach down to the cloud and we just, you know, kind of like take a little ball, throw it, and it doesn't really bounce because clouds kind of go like that. Well, you'll know when you get to heaven. You'll have fun. Do you like dogs? Oh, he wasn't serious. You got me! I thought he was serious. You might not, though. I'm just kidding. You're going to go to heaven. Now, my great uncle fell in love with a very beautiful, wonderful woman. They got married, and about 3 months after they were married, he decided to go fight for his country. Unfortunate for him, he didn't make it back home. He was married for about 9 months. 6 to 7 months of that was spent overseas. Hi.
Hi.
And I'll catch you up in just a couple minutes.
Thank you.
And he did end up passing away over there. But you know, he died for our country. And I know it's really hard. I know for me it's hard because with 9/11 just being a few days ago, that brings up a lot of memories. Does anybody here have anyone who was in the service that would like to say anything?
Relatives you mean that were?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, my dad was in World War II.
And I'm hoping his name's not here.
Oh, no, he's from Ohio, but actually we lived in Indiana, so he's buried in Ellisville, Indiana.
Oh, very good. Does anybody have any questions that he can answer for you? He's just stopped by to help me. He's not from heaven yet.
What theater did you fight in?
He was
actually as a living historian with the actual person I'm portraying. I started out because I'm on General Patton's staff. I'm his G3.
You were in the European theater.
I was a little bit everywhere with the general, and I'll give you the brief. I started out in the 30s. I was assigned to General Short as his driver, and the General Wainwright and General Short decided that I was pretty good at what I did, and they sent me to OCS. And I went to OCS down at Fort Benning, Georgia, and I was graduated as a brand new second lieutenant and was shipping my way back to the Philippines to rejoin the generals over there. And on December 7th, I was stuck there waiting for my flight onward to the Philippines when the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor. And at that point, I was stranded there. I couldn't get away. So I was going to be assigned to a unit there, and I was not happy as a lieutenant at all. I wanted to get to my people, and there was no way to get to them, and they were pretty much surrounded, trapped, and there was no way with the fleet on the bottom of the bay there in the harbor, there was no way to get anybody, any help, anything to them at all. So I was pretty torqued off, and that's, you know, not a really good way for a new lieutenant to start out his career. So they come around and they were looking for volunteers for this new thing called the Airborne. I wanted to get the heck out of Pearl Harbor and get into the fight because I was hot. I had a brother that was killed that was in the Navy in Pearl. And so I proceeded to volunteer for the Airborne. So I got shipped back to the States and was assigned as a platoon leader in the 505th Parachute Infantry Regiment in the 82nd Airborne.
Wow.
And we proceeded to go over to Africa and did a lot of training. I was with Colonel Vandervoort, hung out a little bit with General Ridgway and General Gavin. Wormed my way into a couple promotions, was a combat leader, got to be a company commander in the 82nd Airborne. And we jumped into Sicily, Italy got pulled out, Northern Ireland, England, made the jump into Normandy, hit Market Garden, and during the Market Garden fracas, I was again with General Ridgway and General Gavin, and General Patton was over there, and General Patton was fairly well vocal, and we had bumped into each other a few times, and all of a sudden I found myself as a liaison from the Airborne to the 3rd Army, and then I was all of a sudden assigned to General Patton as his G3. So I have, you know, on my Class A uniform, you would see I have a Pacific Theater ribbon with a combat star on it, and then I have my European Theater ribbon with, you know, about 5 battle stars on it from, you know, and then my airborne stuff and my combat infantryman's badge and all that stuff. That,
Real true hero.
you know, but that's the person that I portray with General Patton.
And where did he die?
General Patton died in Germany.
Oh,
He's
no, I mean-
actually buried in Germany.
And your character?
Oh, my character made it all the way back home, safe and sound.
What's his name?
I don't have a name for the person because there were so many different ones that guys actually research and try to become the actual person. I'm just trying to be generic because we bounce so many places and do shows.
So this is just one person that did all this stuff.
Yes.
You're everyman.
Now see,
Yeah.
if I was him, I would tell you it's because I have Alzheimer's, you know, instead of just saying whatever. I know, okay. Hi, God wanted to say hi to you guys. He wanted to say hello. There's some people that I know. They're really nice people. Now, does anybody else have anything? Was anyone in the service that you know of? Do you guys have any stories that you want to share? No? Okay, then get out of here. No, I'm just kidding.